Sunday. It's about 5:04 in the morning here in Norway. Up early today. So I thought I'd get on the camera after watching a few videos from Gary Vaynerchuk. And if you don't know who he is, check at Gary V. He's one of the best in social media marketing, and I've just been getting into Instagram recently and extremely interested in it. I see that there's a lot of potential in it to do vlogs, to do business, to connect with people, to build relationships, to build a network of people around the world, and have some fun with it. So, one of his concepts is to document and not create, which means like don't get stuck on trying to make the perfect video or the perfect picture, or don't if you have like a moment of inspiration, why not just get on video and tell your story about it instead of waiting until you have time, because then you might forget about it, then you might never do it, and then you might never have gotten your opinion out, or that inspiration out. You may have not been able to touch the lives of someone who would have watched it. So this is my example of that. As you can see, it's quite dark outside. Little light coming through. The sun's about to come up, but like I haven't even plucked my eyebrows or done my hair. Woke up like this. So this is my example of document and don't create. So many people get stuck on waiting for the right time that time passes them by. So go follow at Gary V and learn from that guy, and search in YouTube document, don't create, especially if you're into marketing and video creation and Instagram, social media marketing, business, anything like that. If you're serious about taking that on, then I highly recommend his video document, don't create. But anyway, I actually just made myself a wonderful cup of tea, proper English tea. For any of you who don't know what that is, it's black, strong black tea. Add a bit of milk, a bit of sugar if you want. You don't need it. It's better when it's stronger. But shout out to my friend Glenn, DJ Glenny Boy on Instagram. He sent me this from the UK because you can't get a decent cup of tea here in Norway. So I miss this. It's great to have it now. So I've been thinking about doing a little series on Sundays. I'm going to try and keep this short, but I'm the type of person who just talks and goes off on tangents. So you're either going to like it or not. If you don't like it, I recommend to stop watching the video, because I don't want you to I want you to enjoy it. The last thing I want is to piss anyone off. So if it's going to annoy you, then I'll give you a fair warning now. Don't say I didn't warn you. So recently I've been, as I said, getting into social media marketing a bit more, and I'm considering I'm definitely starting a little weekly show on Sundays called Sunday Sense, hashtag Sunday Sense. And it's basically just going to be my thoughts, me getting on video and just talking about something, about a topic, about something inspiring, or about a lesson I might have learned during the course of my week, or that day, or something, something that might help someone out there, and something that might not, perhaps it's more just for for me to get my thoughts out of my head and onto video. You know, I much prefer getting on video than writing. I think it just comes a lot more naturally just to let it all out exactly how you feel and not really stop and think and just let it out. And so that's what this is all about. For those of you who know me, you know that I'm a father to a nearly year-old baby girl, and I have a part-time job at the moment. I was there full-time, but in my free time, as little as I get of it, right now, I'm building several businesses on the internet, and I have been into search engine optimization for the past 3 years, and it's gone up and down really. It hasn't been the success I wanted, but I think I just had to reevaluate, and new ideas to improve it have spawned from that. But also, like I say, I'm really interested in Instagram. I'm also starting something in import, export, drop shipping, and just different things that are coming out, and getting more onto social media, fitness, anything like that. I just wanna put myself out there and see where it goes. But with all that, you know, comes some sacrifices. You know, I'm not the type of guy to be going out every weekend anymore. And although I still like to meet people, I still like to socialize, I'm just not gonna. It doesn't make sense to me to blow all my money on alcohol, especially here in Norway. Anyone who's been to Norway, especially Oslo, knows how expensive it is. Uh, I'm just putting my resources where I think will benefit me and my family most, and hopefully other people. So with that, I've been noticing something at work recently. I've been noticing something pretty much probably for the past 3 or 4 years when I interact with other people, and it used to make me really self-conscious. And I used to think that I was the one with the problem, that I was the one who was well, I was insecure, but because I thought like this, but people didn't smile, people didn't meet my eye, people didn't, you know, didn't seem to feel comfortable around me. And I always thought, like, you know, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing that is affecting people like this? And you know, I am very blunt. I do tend to tell it how it is. I prefer being truthful. I prefer being honest. You know, I'm not saying that I'm always 100%, because I do make mistakes sometimes. But that is something that I live by, is being truthful. And I hope that other people are truthful with me and honest, because I can deal with the truth no matter how shit it is. It's reality. Anything else is a fabrication. Anything else is bullshit, and you can't deal with that. You can't learn from it. You can't really be productive with it or anything. So truth always. Live by that. So yeah, I'm a blunt person. I do have shortcomings, I'll admit that, but as I said, I've just noticed that, yeah, I had a very down period in my life and everything, and I'm still making a recovery from that. Those of you who know me know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, you're free to ask. You know, I'll probably put out a video when I'm more comfortable talking about something like that in depth. But I wish I had documented my journey through that, and when it happened, and sort of the recovery process, because I know a lot of people have have issues like that, or have experienced really tough times, where it ends up affecting your mental balance and your whole life. So, but I'm starting now, so hopefully this will all help someone. All I want to do is provide value to the people watching this. So yeah, getting back to it. I started to think that I was the one with the problem, and with that, I let my insecurities get the better of me, self-doubt, everything, I let that all affect me, and I say I let that because I am responsible for how I feel. I am responsible for how I react to other people. I am responsible for my whole life. And again, I sometimes forget that still, but it's important to remember that, and to not make excuses, and to not blame other people, and also to accept when you're wrong, and maybe apologize if you have to, and when you've done wrong, when you've truly been wrong, and if you haven't done wrong, then defend yourself, but not in a defensive, insecure way. Just when you know 100% that you're not doing wrong, that you're doing what's right, defend it, because there will be people who try and crush that, and there will be people who try and crush you. So again, off on a tangent, but coming back to it. Over the last few weeks, my confidence has come back with a vengeance, and I've been a much better leader at work. I work in a warehouse for a company that delivers food to people's doors. If you're in Norway, check out kolonial.no. I'm not trying to shameless plug or anything, but it's a pretty cool company, and the people who work there are awesome. But with that, I've been trying to get more familiar with people and build relationships there, and I'm having a tough time, and I don't know why. And again, I see this all around, so yeah, it's easy to feel that it is my fault, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. But I had a sudden thought the other day that maybe it is because I am who I am, and maybe it is because I do feel confident, and I've got these goals. As an entrepreneur, I'm thinking about more than my paycheck. I'm thinking about more than living for the weekend and blowing all my money on alcohol and everything. It's fine once in a while. As a very wise man in a coffee shop in Amsterdam once said, everything in moderation. He told me that when I was 19, 5 years ago now. And damn, I wish I'd listened to him. I would have saved myself a lot of trouble. But everything in moderation. Maybe it is because I have a vision, a burning desire to be successful. Maybe it is that sort of makes other people look away, that makes other people shy away from me, and including makes other people maybe try to step on me, to get ahead, to push me down, to hold me back. I've noticed that, at first I was very naive and thought, I could trust everyone. And I prefer living like that. I prefer living where I can trust people, or at least give my trust. And then it's like love, isn't it? You're gonna get hurt when you get into love. You just know. Maybe if you're new to it, maybe not. But love comes with hurt, because you're giving so much of yourself away. You're becoming so vulnerable. You're opening yourself up to the world, and you trust and hope that other people will be careful of that and not take advantage of that. But obviously, some people are simply assholes. Some people don't know better. Some people are destructive. And I don't judge them. They might have had a very tough upbringing or whatever. I don't think there's any excuse for it maybe, but I try to at least understand them and be compassionate and remember that it's their problem, not mine. And that's where all this comes back to. My point is that maybe it's the other people who've got a problem. Like another wise man once told, sometimes it is the other person who's the arsehole. At the other end of an argument, why are you going to take it so personally? Why are you going to let yourself get all insecure and down and, like let someone affect your emotions in that way? Again, give your trust if you want to. I still do. It might be naive, it might be stupid, it might be reckless, but at least I know now that if someone breaks my trust, that they're the one with the problem, and that they're someone I don't want in my life. And it's the same with people who are trying to step over me, try and hold me down, anything like that. I want to cut them out. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm going somewhere. I don't know when I'll get there. I don't really give a fuck when I'll get there. I just know I'm going somewhere right now. Opportunities are just presenting themselves everywhere, to the point where it's a bit too much to really get started with everything at the moment, but I'm starting, and that's all that matters. So if you're like on the fence about starting on your dream, it doesn't matter if you're bloody 12 years old or if you're 120, if you're still living. Why not? Why not get started? What else is there to do? Are you going to work for someone else for the rest of your life? And if you're happy doing that, again, like Gary Vaynerchuk says, then you've won. If you're in like your ideal dream job and life's great for you and everything, and you're happy, then stay there. Then that is for you, but it's not for me, and it's not for a lot of people. So this message is more for them, or whatever your dream is, and you're not there. If you're not in your dream, if you're not living your dream, what are you doing? What are you doing waiting? No one else is going to build it for you. No one else is here for that. Everyone is out for themselves. And don't get me wrong, there are people you can collaborate with. There are people that will help you. There are people that you must rely on to some extent. We can build something together, but at the end of the day, your life is your life. It's your responsibility. And I'm not coming to you here flashing, my monthly earnings from my marketing or my business, or like bragging about anything, or I don't have that to show you right now. I might do in the future, but I'd rather show you the process of my journey. I'd rather document what I'm going through, what I'm learning in the process, and hopefully that can help someone. So this is it really. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. It's 19 minutes in now, but hopefully I've made my point. Be responsible for your emotions and take charge of them. Take charge of your life and get started now. And whatever it is, you know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. Each person knows what their dream is. Truly, if you really go into yourself, you know what it is. And it might be something quite vague that includes a lot of things. I'm the kind of person who wants to do everything. I mean, like everything. It's a bit overwhelming at times, and I have to figure out how to like put everything into place. But like I say, all these opportunities right now seem to be falling into place. I've just got my hypnotherapy certification. That's one thing. I love hypnotherapy. I believe in it. I'm gonna present myself as a human performance coach because unfortunately, there's a lot of negative stereotype about hypnotherapy, but it works. I believe in it, and I know it's helped a lot of people, and so that's something I want to do. But again, that has to come a little later. I still practice it, but I'm not going all in with that yet because there are things that will help me succeed in that have to come first. I want to do a show with my friend Glenn about going around the world, exploring the world, trying different things, and just documenting that. I want to do my own fitness channel. I'm into a drop shipping business at the moment. My search engine optimization business. There's just so much, and all that with a job, a kid, and a relationship. It can be overwhelming, and it has been sometimes, but you have to figure it out, and you have to either decide, is that going to be an excuse? Having a kid, or if you're like whatever situation you're in, are you going to use it as an excuse, or are you going to use it as a motivation? Are you going to figure it out? None of us are in the same exact position. We each live our own lives. We each have our own struggles. And by all means, if you need to like vent your struggles, if you need to get that out, do it. Don't hold that in. Put it on video if you've got no one to talk to. If you really want to, you can message me. I love to listen. So, if you're like a single father or single mother and you're working a full-time job but you're not happy, you don't really want to be there, you have a dream and you're not starting, but you're using your child as an excuse, you're using the fact that you have a full-time job as an excuse, the mortgage, the this and that, but you're lying to yourself and you know it. So it's your decision at the end of the day, and I think I'm going to head off, get a shower and go to work. Take charge of the day and do the best I can there. Which is another tip I can give you. If you're working a job but you've got a dream and you're working both, still do a really good job. Do the best you can do. Show people what you're made of. I've been leading a lot more. I've been doing and then asking questions later, which comes from a concept, a book actually called Ready, Fire, Aim. I don't know if you've ever listened to it, but I listen to audiobooks or read it, So I recommend it. But if you know you're doing right, if you know you're doing something for the good of like the company you work for or your business or your family, then just do it. Don't ask for people's permission. Don't give them power like that. Just do it. Show what you're made of. And when you show people what you're made of, you're likely to actually get ahead. For the longest time I was figuring out how I could get ahead in my job. I got promoted once, but not again. And I was been figuring that out for a long time. And at one point, I started to actually do a worse job. I got really demotivated. But now I'm back, and now I'm creating things. I'm doing things. I'm making decisions, and I'm becoming a more important part. At least I feel, giving more value to the company I work for. Even if I don't end up working there for the next 5 years, who knows? Who knows? Like I say, that's part of all these opportunities that are in my life right now. And there's so many things to weigh up. So, shout out to my boss, Peter Trulson. He's an awesome leader. He may not know it, but he is. So, that's all I got to say for now. My daughter is crying, so I think she's about ready to get up. Much love to you all, and I hope this has helped you in some way. Leave a comment. I'd much rather a comment than a like, or a follow. I like to engage with people. I like to speak with people. So leave me a comment at least, so we can have a chat. And yeah, whatever you're doing today, make the best of it, and love you all.